Hello again, welcome back. Here we are, class number 148, which means we are continually progressing and we have a problem. We always have a friend upstairs with a drill. A drill is un taladro. The moment I start, my friend, yes, tenemos que darle un nombre. We have to give him a name. Olegario. Very good, Olegario upstairs. Yes, with I don't know why, but the moment we start, Olegario starts. So there are three people in this room. Well, there are two people physically, myself and Marta, and spiritually, Olegario. We only hear him, but we know he's there. And if I don't know if this microphone can pick up. Fíjate, si dice pick up como recoger. Recoge el sonido, también en español se puede decir. I'm not sure if this microphone can pick up the sound of his drill. Now he's not drilling, now he's walking. The next time the drill starts, I'm going to stop and we'll listen together, okay? And we'll see if we can hear. Veremos si podemos oír. O sea, ver y oír en una misma frase. We'll see if we can hear Olegario with his drill. Drill. D-R-I-L. Drill is taladro. También de dentista. The drill. Okay. A drill. And drill también son ejercicios de machaqueo gramatical. Drilling. To drill. All right. So, we were working before. Where did we leave off yesterday? Where did I leave off yesterday? Where did I stop? I left off with the verb to continue. In the past tense, continued. But before I continue with this simple past, a bit of review. Yes, there are more flamenco dancers in Spain than in France, which means, recuerda lo cual significa, which means that there are fewer flamenco dancers in France than in Spain, which also means that there aren't as many flamenco dancers in France as in Spain. Now, there is more olive oil, aceite de oliva, olive oil. There's more olive oil in Spain than in France, which means there's less olive oil in France than in Spain. Can you hear Olegario? Now he stopped. Se paró. He stopped. Stopped. Fíjate cómo digo. Esto lo veremos hoy, mañana. He stopped. Okay, well, let's continue with olive oil. There's less olive oil in France than in Spain, which means there isn't as much olive oil in France as in Spain. And there aren't as many olive trees in France as in Spain. But there aren't as many people in Spain as in France. And there isn't as much land mass, masas de superficie, in Spain as in France. Yes, France is bigger than Spain in area, a little. France is bigger than Spain in area, which means Spain is smaller than France in area, which means Spain isn't as big as France. France is bigger than Spain. And there are fewer people in Spain, which means Spain is smaller than France in population. Insisto porque la gente siempre aquí dice population. So, there are fewer people in Spain than in France, which means there aren't as many people in France as in Spain as in France, excuse me. There aren't as many countries in South America as in Europe. Yes, there are only 12 or 13 countries in South America. There are about 45 countries or more in Europe. Yes, there are a lot of countries, so there are fewer. There aren't as many countries in South America as in Europe. Okay, simple past. Hay tres formas of the regular verbs. Remember, de dura, allowed, agreed, arrived, believed, cleaned, cleaned, closed, Eso no sale. Sé que no sale. All right. ¿Qué hago? What can I do? I need to teach a form in English that Spanish speakers cannot reproduce, no matter how hard they try. Por mucho que lo intenten, no matter how hard they try. And the only Spanish-speaking people who can reproduce this correctly are people who started hearing it in their infancy, growing up hearing the sound. That's why, es por eso por lo que. That's why I always insist, if you have little children, or if you're going to have children in the future, start exposing the baby's ear to the language at day number 4. That's the day the baby leaves the hospital and goes home. Or day number 3. And then 1 hour or 2 hours a day, the sound of the English language near the baby, 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, caressing the baby's ear. And after 1 year, on the first birthday, happy birthday to you, with 1 candle. Remember the candle that you blow out? With 1 candle, the baby will turn 1, se dice tornar años, will turn, cumplir años. The baby will turn 1 with 500 hours of English entering the ear. And then in year number 2, the same. And then it's easy. The baby says, when the child is 5 years old, appeared, answered, no problem, da, 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 etc. So remember that if in the future you're going to have children, or if in the future you're going to have grandchildren, speak to your children, say, for my grandchildren, expose their ear, exponed el oído del niño, del bebé, exponed el oído al sonido del inglés, 1 o 2 horas por día. En la cuna al bebé, y en música de fondo es voces en inglés. So that's one of the secrets. Copied, yes. This method. A lot of people have copied this method. I created this method. Tercero. Created. I created. This is la tercera columna aquí de los pasados regulares. I created this method many, many years ago. Evolutionary creation. And many people copied it in the 1980s. Many people copied it. Lo copiaron. El método. Copied it. Ahora, enlacemos, ¿eh? Eso facilita un poco para un hispanohablante. Copied it. Copied it. Imagina que es copy, como infinitivo, y luego D-I-T. Dit. Y dilo así. Copied it. Es curioso la fonética. Creo que lo he mencionado alguna vez. For example, find out. Find out is averiguar o enterarse. Ayer me enteré, ayer supe que Juanita iba a venir a Madrid. Yesterday I found out. To find out. Y claro, ese de find out. And Spanish people say, find out. No, la de, quiero oír la de. Find out. Y no les sale. Ahora sí, si yo digo, ¿cómo se dice estoy bien? Fine. ¿Cómo se dice una duda? Doubt. Dice bien, duda. Find out. Presto. Then my Spanish friends, my Spanish students, say it perfectly. Find out. Y se les tiene los ojos como platos. Wow, like saucers. Wow, cool. Find out. No se me había ocurrido. Find out. Es lo que es la conectividad silábica en la fonética. Find out. Y aquí lo copiaron en los años 90. They copied it. Can you hear? Olegario? Can you hear him? Can you hear? Fíjate, en español se diría probablemente, ¿oyes a Olegario? ¿Le oyes? En inglés no puedes decir eso. Do you hear him? Do you hear him sería, ¿le oyes todos los días cuando vienes aquí? Do you hear him every day? I hear him every day. Se dice, can you? ¿Puedes oírle? ¿Le puedes oír? Can you hear Oligario? Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Yo me como la H de him. Can you hear him? Oh, Dios mío. Lo que tengo que hacer, with distractions, with Marta distracting me, sometimes she makes funny faces. Yeah, sometimes she makes funny faces trying to distract me. Menos mal que no tengo pinganillo, eh? It's a good thing I don't have a little thing in my ear to listen to her. All right. But I have Olegario there and Marta there. All right. Todo por la causa. All right. It's all for the cause. Okay. So, copied it. Some people copied this method in the 1980s. Some people copied it in the 1990s. Some people copied it in the first decade of this century. And some people copied it even last year. Maybe somebody copied it yesterday. I don't know. Covered. Yes. Covered. To cover. I'm going to cover the translation booklet. Now, I have covered the translation booklet with the student's manual. I covered it 20 seconds ago. I covered it with both hands. I covered it. Lo cubrí. He covered it. Como he dicho ayer. He covered it, she covered it, they covered it, we covered it, you covered it. Covered no cambia según la persona. Es lo bueno del inglés. No hay cambios según la persona. Except in the present simple. He works, I work, he works. Huh? I think that's the only time when it changes strangely. No sé por qué la S. 4 centuries ago, 5 centuries ago, he worketh. ETH hace 4 o 5 siglos. My cup runneth over. He leadeth me. He restoreth my soul. Eso es del Salmo 23. The Psalm. He restoreth. Y la ETH con la evolución, en un S simple. Un poco como vuestra merced, luego vuestra merced y ahora usted. It's an evolution. And so he works. He worketh. Yes. I loveth. He loveth. Romeo loveth Juliet. All right. So, I covered a few minutes ago. I covered the translation booklet, and I covered it with the big book. I covered it with this book. All right. My God, to cover. Cry. I'm going to cry. Cry has 2 meanings. Llorar y también gritar. Pero no gritar de enfado. That's to shout or to yell. Y no gritar por miedo, es to scream. Chillar, to scream. But, Oligario's busy today. Yeah, but to cry is a literary, es más literario. Un grito. Oí un grito en la oscuridad. I heard a cry in the dark. But to cry is llorar. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Yes, don't cry. Every day I cry. Yesterday I cried. De dura. Estoy en la columna de la de dura, sin añadir sílaba más. Cry. Every day I cry. Una sílaba. Yesterday I cried. 1 syllable. Yes. I cried for Argentina. Yesterday. Cried. All right. Died. To die. How many people died yesterday? Well, on the planet Earth, a lot of people died yesterday. You know, I have to continue talking. Otherwise, Olegario will take over. Yeah, I died. We're going to check this program later. We maybe we'll repeat it, all right, if there's too much background noise. Die es morir. To die. Ahora, fallecer, una forma más suave, cuando es muerte natural, es to pass away. O sea, pasar a otro estadio. To pass away. He died. He died. When did John Kennedy die? He died in 1963. He died in 1963. When did Isabella of Castile die? She died in 1504. Ahora escuche, voy a enlazar. She died in 1504. She died in 1504. When did Christopher Columbus die? He died in 1506. When did Ferdinand of Aragon die? He died in 1516. When did Joan of Arc die? Who? Joan of Arc. Yeah, when did Joan of Arc die? Who? Joan of Arc? Joan of Arc. Anda, Juana de Arco. Yeah, Joan escrito. Joan of Arc. Y se enlaza. Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. When did Joan of Arc die? She died in 1431. When was she born? She was born in 1402 or 1403. She died when she was 19. She died when she was 19. How old was John Kennedy when he died? I think he died when he was 46. Yeah. How old was Barack Obama when he died? He's still alive. Oh, that's right. Obama's still alive. Right. How old was Bill Clinton when he died? Excuse me, Richard, but Bill Clinton is still alive. Oh, okay. Yeah, very good. How old was Franklin Roosevelt when he died? He was 63. Quite young. Bastante joven. Fíjate que digo quite, escrito quite. Franklin Roosevelt was 63 years old when he died. When he died. How old was Napoleon Bonaparte when he died? I think he was 49 when he died. And where did he die? Escucha. Where did he die? Where did he die? Do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee-do. Where did he die? Where did he die? Where did he die? Me como la H. Where did he die? Where did he die? Parece una baile, ¿no? Where did he die? Who? Napoleon Bonaparte. He died where? He died on St. Helena Island. Where's that? It's in the middle of the Atlantic. It's one of the most remote places on this planet. That's where he died. That's where he died. And where was he born? He was born in Corsica. In Corsica. Corsica. How do you say Corsica in Spanish? Córcega. Ah, pero es con S. Corsica y C. Corsica. Corsica is an island in the Mediterranean that belongs to France. Last century, it belonged to France. The century before, in the 19th century, it belonged to France. But in the 18th century, it belonged to France in the second half. In the first half of the century, I think it belonged to Piedmont, el Reino de Piemonte. Piedmont, I think, but I don't remember. Maybe to Genoa. Sí, el Reino Genoveso, República Genovesa. Yeah, Genoa, the Genoan Republic, maybe. It belonged to Genoa, I think. All right, so died, cried, died, earned. To earn is ganar dinero, devengar. To earn es algo que ganas con esfuerzo. To win, he ganado la lotería, me ha tocado, es cuando te toca algo. Por pura suerte normalmente. To win, pero win también es en una competición deportiva. To win, to lose, to win, to lose. But to earn es que lo ganas con el sudor de la frente, the sweat of your brow. You earn. How much money did you earn last year? I earned enough money to get by. Excuse me? I earned. ¿Cómo se dice aprender? Learn. Pues quita la L. Earn. Aprende a ganar dinero. Learn to earn money. Los británicos dirían, learn to earn money. Learn to earn. All right, to learn to earn. Y suena con burn, quemar, burn. U-R-N suena igual. Learn to earn. Earn. How much money, Richard, did you earn last year? I earned enough. I earned enough. La de earned, enlazo con enough. I earned enough to get by. To what? To get by. What does get by mean? To get by, yeah. What does get by mean? How do you say get by in Spanish? Para salir del paso. Para apañarme. Yes. I earned enough. I earned enough. Enough. ¿Qué significa enough? No, no. No estoy diciendo enough. Estoy diciendo enough. Con earned delante. Pero la D ajunta. Se junta al, se une al enough. I earned enough. I earned enough to get by. Earned, to enjoy. Yes, I enjoyed this class. And yesterday I enjoyed this class as well. Yesterday I enjoyed this class as well. Did you enjoy the class? You did? Well, you enjoyed the class. Hey, Nancy. This is Nancy Johnson, remember? Did you enjoy the class yesterday? She says she wasn't involved in the class yesterday. Are you angry with me? I think she says, dice, she says she's angry with me. Why are you angry with me? I'm asking her why she's angry with me. And she says she's angry with me because yesterday I spent my time with Anna Barghini and with Paula Eisenbach and not with her. Well, listen, today I'll give you the same amount of time. All right. So she didn't enjoy the class yesterday because she wasn't involved. De dura. Involucrada. Involucré is I involved. I didn't involve her. I involved Anna Barghini. Anna Barghini enjoyed the class yesterday. Did you enjoy the class? I hope you did. To enjoy. Explain. Oh, este verbo. To explain. Con los fácil que es explicar, ¿no? Explain. Explained. Sin embargo, please, trata de recordar lo que voy a decir. Para siempre, okay, please. Es imposible en inglés decir explain me. Explain him. Explain her. Explain you. Explain them. Explain us. No se puede decir. Es que no existe. Y suena fatal. Explícame el problema. Explain me the problem. Fuera. Hasta no quiero ni decirlo para que no se te quede grabado. Explain. No se dice to you, him, her. Se dice explain. Explícamelo. Explain it. O sea, en inglés, explícalo. No se dice explícamelo. Pues explícalo. Explain it. Explain it. El complemento directo sí, pero un complemento indirecto. Him, her, me, us, you, fuera. Please. Y ante la duda no digas ni usas explain. Ahora bien, sí se puede decir you, him, her. Pero hay que decirlo como give. Give it to me, explain it to me. Pero no puedes decir explain me the problem. No, it's explain the problem to me. Pero el to me sobra, sí, es implícito, que es a mí o a ellos o a quien sea. Explain the problem. Explain the situation. Explain. Y el pasado explained. He explained everything. O sea, nos explicó todo. En inglés, el nos ni lo decimos. Explicó todo. He explained everything. He explained everything. He explained everything. He explained everything. He explained everything point by point yesterday. During the meeting, she explained why she wasn't happy with the class yesterday. She didn't enjoy the class yesterday. I enjoyed it, and you enjoyed it, and even incluso Marta, even Marta enjoyed it, but she didn't. And I asked why, and she explained. She explained why. Fíjate, no estoy diciendo me explicó. Estoy diciendo explicó el porqué. She explained why. She said that she didn't like the class yesterday, or she didn't enjoy the class yesterday because she wasn't part of the class. She was excluded by me. Sorry, Nancy. All right. Tengo que, enmendar esto. I have to make up for this. Eso lo veremos por aquí. I'll have to make up for this. I'll have to make it up to her in some way. Nancy, I promise I will make it up to you. I will compensate. I will amend for my ways. Yes. And you will be today or tomorrow. In the future, Nancy, you will be the center of my attention. All right. So explained, followed. Follow me, and I will take you to the promised land. Promise is de la columna segunda. Promised. Me lo prometiste. You promised. You promised me. Claro, en inglés no se dice me lo prometiste, se dice me prometiste. You promised me. Well, I'll follow you to the promised land, and you will follow me. And tomorrow, continue following.